What's up, guys? So I just want to talk about something a little bit different tonight that a lot of people don't really talk about. Um, it's 2024, and soon we'll probably hear of another school shooting or a mass shooting. Hopefully not, but I was there thinking, and I'm thinking, and I'm thinking. It's like, what the hell is our government doing for our schools, for our kids, college students, when there's so much technology out there right now for them to easily make it harder for an active shooter or a killer just for prevention on campuses and schools nationwide here in the United States, and even other countries. Um, for example, they can use multidisciplinary threat evaluation management with visitors and whatnot, visual weapon screening, pattern matching recognition, and anonymous reporting systems, banning potential violators from campus, people they know. If there's an incident, ban them. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm sitting here thinking, you guys, they can use effective use of crime prevention through environmental design concepts. I mean, good physical perimeter security. I see on news there's really not any good physical perimeter security. And what do I mean by that? It can mean a lot of things, but when I think about that, I'm thinking security officers, uh, campus security, campus law enforcement. Almost every one of these shootings that takes place at a school, I never see at least two or more, or even them being talked about, patrolling around that campus to secure that perimeter. The only time I really have that I can remember is when that one, I don't know if he was a law enforcement or if he was security. There's so many I can't really remember, but he ignored that guy coming. I believe it might have been the last one with an AR. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I mean, they can do visitor screening and management, security, ballistic windows in key areas, all the entry points, any low perimeter windows. They can put 2-inch glass with a special film on there, so it's hard to shoot through. Basically, you can't. It'll be bulletproof. Hurricane windows type things. There's so much they can do. The government can do for us. Those, I should say, who have kids with kids in school and that are in college. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, they can properly screen, train, and equip security and law enforcement officers. Instead, we're giving all this money to illegal freaking immigrants that are here illegally, and they're just committing crimes. It makes no sense at all to me. They can monitor certain individuals' social media, which I know it's already being monitored, but the problem is they're not flagging those IP addresses in a database where they can monitor them. And if they are, it's not doing no good for whatever reason. They can store those IP addresses to where they're coming from, and they can stick them in intelligence databases, internal and interagency information sharing. For example, all the schools in that state, if there's an incident, someone is threatening someone or anything like that, they can share that with the whole, law enforcement, security, each school, just to be more better informed. I mean, it's crazy. Traffic enforcement, again, perimeter security officers, law enforcement officers, usually only one of them, I believe. Times may have changed, maybe more, which I'm not really noticing it, watching news and stuff. There's so many things they can do. Proper background checks of employees and volunteers, that really don't do much because they got clean records, but the volunteers I don't know about. And there's probably not a lot of volunteers unless they're security. They should do better background checks because they don't know what they're doing. More than likely, they're not even qualified. That's how things like this goes on. They can have gun detection canines in these schools in case a classmate or a college student does carry a firearm that day in their backpack and sticks it in their locker for later that day to go carry something out. I mean, it's ridiculous. So much things the government can do to protect the kids and the college students on campus today. And the technology is there. It's there, and yet they're not using it. They're not funding these schools in the way they need to keep up with modern times. It's crazy. I mean, they can use security cameras with facial recognition software. By the way, with security cameras and facial recognition software, I am 100% believer that every illegal immigrant crossing that border, every immigrant that gets citizenship, they should all have their facial recognition, their pictures taken at the border, their fingerprints, and their DNA, so we know who the hell is in this country. And if they commit a crime, we can find out who the hell these people are and kick them the hell back to their country where the hell they come from. Stick them in Guantanamo Bay in Cuba, reopen that military camp, lock them up there. Anyways, license plate recognition cameras, those that are mentally ill that own a vehicle, tag their plates. Tag their plates. If that car is anywhere near that campus or school, like on the main street where that school is, ahead of time, send a flag out to patrolling officers and campus security. They can watch that vehicle, be better prepared. Could save lives. Entry point, metal detection. That would be hard, but they have the technology where they can easily develop it, where metal detection becomes active once the premises, the doors are locked down. When class is in session, doors are locked. They can also give college students an ID tag. That technology we all know is there. Hospitals, clinics, almost all facilities that are state and federally owned now have that little badge, ID badge, to unlock the entry, the key to the door. That'll prevent alone a shooter from gaining access into that campus or that school. I can't figure it out, you guys. Leave those comments. Let me know. I mean, they can even use special intrusion detection systems that I'm not even going to get into. That's a whole nother thing. There's so many things they can do out there, and it's just crazy. If Biden would get off his ass and the Democrats, Republicans, I blame the whole Congress, more so Democrats, but I blame them all because they all vote. They need to be taken. If they're going to let these people come through illegally, that are doing us harm, killing us, assaulting us, for what? Robbing, theft, and they're getting kicked out the courthouse. They're not going to show up. Take their frickin' DNA, take a swab in the mouth, store it in a database, take their fingerprints, take a photo. Because news don't really tell you about this no more, and I wonder why. They used to. A couple times they mentioned it, but now they don't. These illegals, what they're doing is before they cross the border, they're taking their visas, their ID cards, they're taking them and they're shredding them up and throwing them on the Mexican side of the border before they cross over, so they don't have no ID. Even their money, they're taking and they're just throwing it. They're abandoning it on the Mexican border side. So the Border Patrol and whatnot can't leak where that money is from what country to have an idea. I mean, this is ridiculous. I thought I would throw this video out there. This is all I have for tonight, you guys. So like, share, subscribe, and see what comes up next. As always, God bless. Thanks for watching.